So this was the dumb trick I used to do in school. I want to see if anybody else can do it. So you take this hand and you go clockwise, and you take this other hand and you go counterclockwise, and then you do it at the same time. I can even switch it, but a lot of people are going to try it and go like this and be like, I'm doing it, but you're not. It's got to go different ways, and it's cool because it activates both hemispheres of your brain. So yeah, duet this. Let me see your attempts. It's not that psychopaths lack and are unable to feel emotion, it's that they have manual settings. So most of us, we have an automatic, subconscious reaction to things. But psychopaths have to ask themselves, okay, what would I feel in this situation before they actually feel it? If you stare into a candlelit mirror for at least 10 minutes, you'll actually experience hallucinations. This has been used as a test to stimulate schizophrenia, and people see like monsters, deformities, and just general weird shit. When you retrieve a memory from your long-term memory, it's almost guaranteed to be manipulated somehow. You could add a detail, you could forget some things, you can even add something. This is why eyewitness testimony is almost never as reliable as people think it is. So my new merch just dropped, and this is one of the t-shirts we're selling. If you're interested in that, want to support me, go to onlyjayus.com. Thank you guys. Sometimes in movies, when dogs have to look very mean and threatening, they actually have to redo their tails with CGI because they won't stop wagging because they're doing such a good job acting. When bees run into each other, they actually make like a little whoop sound. Fish are actually able to recognize their owners. There's this weird misconception with people that they think that fish can't see out of the glass of their aquarium, but they actually have surprisingly good eyesight. Hey baby, I got a really good knock knock joke. You want to hear it?
Okay.
You gotta start it though.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I don't know.
What's your favorite movie genre? There's been so much research just poured into personality types that I bet I can guess what kind of person you are just based on that one question. People who like action movies are a little less neurotic than everybody else, and that's just because there's an inherent predictability and like stability with these type of movies that appeals to people who like to live their lives in the same way. People who like romance movies are conscientious but emotionally unstable. They're the type of people who live outwardly stable lives but like on the inside just cry a lot. People who like those made-for-TV movies, like the Hallmark ones, every fucking Christmas movie, are very uncomplicated. These movies are very simple and easy to grasp, so it fits for that audience. Be sure in the comments over there to tell me what movie genres I should talk about in part 3. There's a lot of misinformation literally everywhere that isn't true, so I'm gonna clear some things up for you guys. There's no law against driving barefoot. I have no clue why anybody told me this. For some reason, people think that cops can't lie to you, and that is false. They can, and they definitely do. I've been hearing this one a lot lately, and honestly, it's just getting so annoying. It's not illegal for somebody to record you in public. Especially people in those public freak out videos are like, you can't record me, I know my rights. Like literally, you're in a fucking public place. People are allowed to record, especially if you're acting like that. Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. If you were gonna very carefully cut off all of your skin, you could survive about 3 days after. If you ever have a dream that's in black and white rather than color, it means that that dream's gonna be stored in your long-term memory rather than the short-term. While it can be kind of hard to tell, most people can actually hear the difference between hot and cold water being poured. Did you know that there are 4 different types of parenting styles, and whichever one or combination of some your parents use to raise you can heavily influence the type of person you are? Authoritative is considered to be the only good style of parenting. It's the demanding but also sensitive and understanding type of parent. They're the type to be like, you know what? Let's talk about it. Authoritarian is that old school, I'm the parent, you're the child mentality. It's another high demanding style, but it's stern and focuses on punishment. They're the type to say shit like, why? Because I said so. Permissive is the parent that puts you in charge of your own life, and as a kid, that sounds pretty good, but in most cases, it's not a good thing. They're nurturing and affectionate, but they have very few rules and boundaries, and they're the type of parent that wants to be your friend more than a parent. And then there's the worst out of all of them, the uninvolved parent. This person's emotionally detached from their kid, very self-absorbed, and they're kind of just like, okay, you're on your own. So now you probably know what kind of parent your parent is, and you're wondering, okay, how has that affected me? But I'm out of time, so part 2. This is part 2 of how parenting style affected you, and if you haven't seen part 1, I'd recommend watching that one first, because how are you going to know how it's affecting you if you don't even know what kind of parent your parent's parenting style is? Authoritative kids turn out pretty well adjusted for the most part. They rank highest on happiness, capability, and success. So, good job. Authoritarian kids turn out one of 2 ways, either really obedient and proficient or like super fucking rebellious. Either way, they rank lower on happiness, social competence, and self-esteem. Permissive kids rank pretty low on happiness too, but they also rank really low on self-regulation. They're also more likely to experience problems with authority, and they usually don't do well in school. Uninvolved kids usually rank the lowest out of everybody on all life domains. They have low self-esteem, no self-control, and usually the least competent out of all their peers. I do want to remind you guys, as someone who was raised with 2 authoritarian parents, 1 uninvolved semi-permissive parent, that while these do affect you, it doesn't mean you're going to turn out bad if you were raised wrong. You control your mindset, you control your outcome. Okay, let's just say that you had the power to travel through time. What would you do? Would you go back and try to do your whole life differently? Or maybe go like way far back and see human history with your own eyes? Or would you go to the future and rig the system to your own favor? Or maybe meet your great-great-great-granddaughter and see if she's doing fine. Doing fine. When you really think about it though, time travel would be kind of a nightmare. That's if it's even possible in the first place, which it's not. I talk about all these topics and more in my literally just posted YouTube video, Is Time Travel Real? And like always, I put a ton of effort into this one, so it would mean a lot to me if you go check it out. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.